Welcome to Bitcoin. All roads lead to BTC.
Mr. President, you're meeting with President Xi in a few weeks.
Yeah.
If you can't come to an agreement or a deal at that meeting, are we in for a sustained trade war with China?
Well, you're in one now.
Welcome to Bitcoin. Last week, the Bitcoin and crypto market saw significant losses following President Trump's remarks about establishing 100% tariffs on China. Bitcoin dropped around 9%, plunging from $120K to as low as $102,000. Recently, President Trump's remarks indicating that we currently are in a trade war with China has left the markets today dropping almost 3% in Bitcoin, now trading at around $108,000 with highs of 111,000K, lows as dipping as low as 107K. Where are we heading from here? Is it bear season? Are the bears going to rip the market? It's difficult to tell.
If you sold your Bitcoin because of geopolitical uncertainty, you had no clue what you were holding. The whole point of Bitcoin is that it is a non-sovereign asset. It is supposed to be the safe haven that you can go and hold regardless of what any government in the world does. And so I think that's part of what people are trying to figure out now is the hardcore Bitcoiners, they know that. They're looking to buy on dips, but you still get tons of new people who come in. And obviously, leverage plays a huge part of this. And so the big story over the weekend was there was $19 billion of leverage that got wiped out.
Yep.
Now, you can look at that as how prices went down. The way I look at it is we just reset the entire leverage in the system, and therefore that probably clears us so that we can go higher.
Why are the markets reacting? There's a lot of geopolitical pressure. There's the announcement of the trade war with China. There's global conflicts, Ukraine, and among other nations. And folks are turning to Bitcoin and jettisoning it as if it were some sort of toxic asset. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is that Bitcoin is neutral in all regards, as it has no ties to a particular nation state, say like the US dollar. Now, that makes Bitcoin the perfect safe haven for geopolitical turmoils and these times that we're living in. And as Anthony put it, if you're selling Bitcoin during these times, you don't know what you hold. It would make sense to decouple from dollar-backed assets or other fiat-based commodities. However, Bitcoin is in itself unique as it's not tied to any other nation state. Now, you really can't say so much about other cryptocurrencies. For those who don't know, Bitcoin was born in anonymity, meaning no one knows who created Bitcoin. However, when you're talking about other cryptocurrencies or blockchain assets like Ethereum, Cardano, what have you, they all have centralized points. They all have known creators. And for a moment, I believe Gary Gensler was trying to have them registered as securities. Because in a sense, it's kind of like corporations creating their own money. And nonetheless, they are somewhat pegged to nations and to organizations, whereas Bitcoin is unique as it doesn't have any of that. So does Bitcoin react to the global markets? Rather, does Bitcoin react to global turbulence and geopolitical pressure around the world? Yeah, of course. Temporarily, and then it adjusts and it does its own thing. If you notice, a lot of people call Bitcoin digital gold because gold kind of operates in the same way. Gold is not unique to one individual nation, and one individual nation can't really drive or manipulate the price of gold. And Bitcoin is digital gold, and it's preserving its place as a store of value in troublesome times. So For folks who are panicking about what's going on around the world and selling Bitcoin, you're doing the exact opposite. If anything, the price is going down. It's a time to buy, not financial advice. Just throwing that out there. But it's a time to buy, and as the times turn around, it's going right back up. Now for what you really want to know. Where is Bitcoin heading? Rosenberg analysts suggest that Bitcoin could trade back to 114 before bouncing to 140K. Our analysts suggest that Bitcoin could drop as low as drop between a range of 105K to maybe even 98K. While a Monte Carlo simulation was run, and it suggests that Bitcoin could go as low as, just wait for it, 63K, hold on though, but it could go as high as 210K within 2025. So both are very exciting scenarios. If it goes to 63K, the opportunity to acquire a whole coin or a lot more sats just opens up more. If it goes to 210K, well, who doesn't love it when the price goes up? You never know what Bitcoin's going to do. Just believe in Bitcoin. Stay tuned for the next one.